going on, guys? Brandon over here at Geek Talk. It's been a while, but I am back. I have found my motivation to kick this YouTube channel off and finish the year out strong. You know, we're gonna ramble. We're gonna ramble a little bit before we get into today's news. I've had a hard time being motivated to talk about Star Wars, Marvel, just nerdy shit in general. In my head, with everything going on in the world today, I couldn't find it important enough to spend my time, especially being a new father. That's its own thing on itself. But to put away time to talk about shit that I didn't really think was that important, things Kathleen Kennedy was doing, and spoiler alert, that's what today's episode is going to be about. But Kathleen Kennedy, Pedro Pascal, Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, I didn't really give a shit anymore what they're stupid, and I should say stupid, but they're crazy. I'll say fuck crazy woke asses are doing. I just did not care. And I've done some thinking, and I kind of just went back to my roots and just started watching YouTube again. Instead of trying to learn from these creators I watch, just watching and enjoying. And personally, myself, I've always been a big Geeks and Gamers fan. And I always, had in the back of my head asking this question is, why is this so important? Like, why do they put so much attention on all this woke stuff going on in Hollywood? It doesn't matter. It's just movies. That's what I always told myself. And more, I thought about that question, and I came to the conclusion that it's all one. It's the same. What's the saying? Same head of the snake. I don't fucking know. It's all one entity. What's going on in Hollywood is the same thing that's going on, with mandatory vaccination, with what's going on with the Kyle Rittenhouse trailer. What's going on with the Kyle Rittenhouse trial? It's all the same people trying to divide. And I'm going to plug my shit real quick. My buddies Damon, Trent, and I, we just started a podcast where, it's been about a month old. And we do talk about current events, media, conspiracies, just sports, whatever. And that's really brought a new life to me. And it's, we say some shit on that podcast, because we're not worried about being censored. It's all fun and games. We're just talking. We're talking the bullshit. That gave me a new life, and it gave me, and plus seeing, how the media runs this Rittenhouse shit, and seeing how there's things I can't say on YouTube, but just seeing what's gone on and thinking about my son and my nephews and nieces and thinking about their future. And if I can stand up, if I can, use my voice on this YouTube channel, I will. And I'm going to be a little less cautious about that. I understand there's things you can't say on YouTube. You got to bite your tongue on some shit. I get it. But I'm motivated, and I want to enjoy Star Wars. I want to enjoy Marvel, and I will. When they make good shit, I'm going to call it out. I haven't seen a Marvel movie in the longest time. I wait till I get on the 7 Seas, and that's how I watch them. And I want to enjoy it, but I'm also going to tell them when they're wrong. I'm going to put my opinion out there, whether you like it or they like it or whoever likes it. I don't care. Because more people like myself, more people with, not a big following, everybody needs to stand up, because the way the world's going right now, it's super scary. And this has just as much importance as, what's going on in the mainstream media. Yeah, it's movies, we're all angry men in our mom's basement, but hey, I got my own house, I have my own wife and kids. You can use that excuse all you want. But it needs to be talked about, because this shit and that shit, it's all interconnected. And that's where I'm at. That's why I'm coming back to YouTube. That's why I'm excited to do this. And, it's going to be a little rusty. And I know nobody's going to watch the video, but this helps me. It makes me feel like I'm helping. And I want to help, because I get motivated when I see people like Geeks and Gamers, the Quartering, Nerderotic, when they speak out, and I'm starting to really understand that, because maybe I put on a show once in a while, but right now I feel like I have to do this. I have to stand up, because when things get a lot worse, I don't want to feel like I didn't do anything to maybe prevent it. Like I want I want to do something about it. And whether I don't know. I want to do something about it. And that's why I'm back, guys. I'm motivated. Let's get it. Let's talk about some Star Wars. Let's talk about some Marvel. Let's call the bullshit out when we can. Let's congratulate them when they can. When they make a good movie, let's do it. There's nothing wrong with that. Just because you disagree with a lot of their political opinions doesn't mean you can't acknowledge good shit when it comes out. And I, just like you, I'm excited for Spider-Man. I'm excited for the next phase of Marvel as long as it's good. It's not looking that way, but I'm excited. I'm keeping out hope. I haven't went to a movie theater to see the movies, but I'm keeping out hope. I want to see Book of Boba Fett. I want to see this new, the show we're all super excited for. I want to see it, but in the back of my head, I know Disney. I know Kathleen Kennedy. I know they're going to fuck something up. But you know what? Being a fan, what's the point of being black-pilled? And I get it. You can be black-pilled when it comes to movies and shows, whatever. But I'm not ready to be black-pilled when it comes to Star Wars. Even with this witch of a woman, God, is she evil. She gives me the heebie-jeebies. She's like that teacher back in the day, who'd have the fucking ruler that would just, you're like, damn, I better not back-talk this lady, I'm going to get in real trouble. But let's enough of the ramble. Let's get this. We're 6 minutes in. Well, if you make it this far, let's talk about it. Kathleen Kennedy talks emotional Obi-Wan reunion suggests Star Wars sequel trilogy characters could return exclusive. If there's one thing that got everyone talking on Disney Plus Day this year, it was the behind-the-scenes look at the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi series, bringing none other than Ewan McGregor. I say Ewan, but I see a lot of people say Ewan. I don't know. Ian McGregor, and Hayden Christensen back to Star Wars universe as Jedi Master Obi-Wan and fallen Padawan Sith Lord Anakin, or Vader, as he prefers to be called at this point in the Skywalker saga timeline, respectively. It's not that he prefers Anakin, and this is a big thing, and I'm pretty fucking sure I'm not wrong on this. They're two different people, really. Entities. They're two different things. Anakin and Darth Vader. He doesn't prefer to be called Darth Vader. He fucking is Darth Vader. He's not Anakin anymore. That's the point at the end. When he comes back, it's Anakin. Anakin saves the day. Darth Vader doesn't save the day. Anakin kills the Chancellor or the Sith. Whatever. The duo formed the central relationship at the heart of George Lucas' prequel trilogy, and as the footage teased, the upcoming show will catch them 10 years down the line. We all know this. Speaking to Empire in the upcoming Book of Boba Fett issue, on Lucasfilm boss Kathleen Kennedy opened up about the emotional reunion of McGregor and Christensen on set as they slipped into those iconic flowing robes. The thing that was most exciting was being on the set and watching the two of them get excited, said Kennedy. They hadn't seen one another in a long time. I was surprised in just how incredibly emotional it was for each of them to find themselves back in these roles. And just realizing how important Star Wars was to each of them. It was the beginning of their careers. And guys, that's cool. Because, these two got a lot of grief. A lot of grief for Star Wars. But honestly, besides, Natalie Portman, Ewan McGregor, and Hayden Christensen, I can't think of, obviously aside of the original trilogy, but I can't think of actors that really embodied their characters in Star Wars and really loved their characters. And to see that it was a big deal to them, because they did get so much grief coming, after the whole trilogy. And then to see the fans, welcome them back with open arms. Hayden Christensen is getting, please come back, save Star Wars. Same with Ewan McGregor. Come, please play Obi-Wan. We need your help. Please save Star Wars. I'm not saying they can't because, we got to beat the script first. But this is good. I like this kind of news. This is fun, I bet it was emotional. I bet you they were best of friends for a few years while filming these movies. And to reunite after so long, what has it been, like 15, 20 years? To reunite and to continue their story, the story they built, that they portrayed on screen, it's got to be exciting. And I'm especially happy for Hayden Christensen. He reminds me of, he doesn't remind me a lot, but it reminds me a lot of the Brendan Fraser story, like, people are rooting for Brendan Fraser because he's a good fucking guy. Oops, sorry. People are rooting for Hayden Christensen because he's a good fucking guy. And I like seeing good people, even though he's Canadian, wink, wink, get some in life. And I'm happy that he's back. And I'm just happy, guys. And that's about it, man. We got some fun news involving Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen. I'm excited for the Book of Boba Fett. We'll keep covering that. Maybe we'll do some live streams. I don't know. I got to do this and the podcast. Did I plug the podcast name? It's weird just saying. You can listen to it on any platform. And if you want to come on, if you want to talk sports, if you want to talk conspiracies, if you're mastered the craft on something, or if we're looking for a left-wing crazy nut job, not to have an argument, but to talk and try to, understand and show that there can be conversations. So if you're interested to come on, please do. Yeah, that's all I got. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. Sorry I rambled so much at the beginning. I just had to get that out there. And if you, what do you think about this? And this is going to be a rough fucking outro, guys. I haven't done this in a while. What do I say? Like the video. Comment down below if you got something fun to say or you got something to say. I don't really care. And yeah, if you're interested in future content, please subscribe. Love yourself. I like this. I love this. Love yourself. Love everybody, man. Deuces.